Hey guys, Brad Danger here, and ask 10 different car guys who ruined the car hobby and you'll get 11 different enemies, and every single one of them is parked 2 spots over at the same Cars and Coffee. The car community loves nothing more than dragging each other. Truck guys hate stance guys hate broccoli heads hate Jeep people, and somehow every single group insists they are the last real enthusiast left, surrounded all sides by posers. So today we are doing the unthinkable. We're ranking the actual worst offenders, the groups genuinely responsible for higher insurance premiums and cops showing up to every meet uninvited. And yes, before the comments start, I already know which one of you has already been personally offended, and I already know you're going to type in an angry comment about it from inside one of these exact groups. We're counting down the subcultures single-handedly giving the rest of us a bad name, the ones that turn a Tuesday parking lot into a crime scene, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which sticker in somebody's back window means changing lanes immediately. Like, subscribe so we hit 2 mil by the end of the year, and let's go. Hey guys, real quick, the giveaway for the Shelby and Supra and the $100,000 has ended, and well, the winners are being picked right now, but we're coming back bigger and badder and better. So click the link in the pinned first comment because like Rocky, who won the GTR, like Greg, who won the 100K, you can sign up to be notified and get 100 free entries once it goes live. So click the link down below, go put in your email, and I can't wait to show you what we have cooking. All right. Back to the show. Starting at the very bottom of the barrel, we got to talk about takeover crews. Yes, you know the type. They pick up an intersection, block 4 lanes with their own bodies like human traffic cones, and spend 20 minutes doing donuts for an audience of 9 people filming vertical video. It looks chaotic because it is chaotic. These are not car people. They are people who watched one movie too many times and skipped the part where professional stunt drivers do this on a closed set with a full medical team standing by, a stunt coordinator, and insurance costing more than the car doing the donut. The real damage isn't even the donuts, you guys. It's what happens after. Every single one of these stunts ends up on the local news, which means every legitimate car meet in the city suddenly gets treated like a probable crime scene. Cops rolling through car shows that have nothing to do with any of it, just because somebody 2 counties over decided a public road was their personal stage for the night. And guys, quick word from today's sponsors. We've got Auto Tempest linked in the pinned comment in the first one down below. So if you're daydreaming about upgrading to something that will actually get you invited to nicer parking lots, the search engine pulls every listing across the country into one place so you can shop smart instead of impulsively. Okay, next up, brodozer truck bros. Lift kits reaching to the clouds, 35-inch tires tucked so far in the fenders they look like they're hiding from the police, tow packages that have never towed anything bigger than your ex-girlfriend, and the bed sits so high off the ground that loading a single bag of mulch requires running start and a small prayer. And somehow, despite all the suspension travel and ground clearance, you will never see one of these trucks anywhere actually near dirt. The furthest off-road these things ever go is the slightly bumpy part of a Home Depot parking lot, taken very slowly, very deliberately, engine revving the whole time so everyone knows it's happening. Now, close cousins to the brodozers, the squatted truck crowd, nose pointed at the ground and rear end jacked up towards the sky like a truck is permanently mid-flinch. It is somehow both a mobility hazard and a fashion statement at the same time, which is genuinely an impressive double achievement. The front headlights point directly at the pavement 6 inches in front of the bumper, which is fantastic if your primary concern while driving at night is illuminating a pothole a half second before you hit it. Nobody has ever explained what problem this solves. I mean, nobody ever will. It just exists permanently at a slight diagonal forever. Now, right behind them, the stance and camber crew. These are the people who take a perfectly functional car and lower it until the wheels look like they're trying to check their own phone. 5, 6, 7 degrees of camber, tires worn down to a razor's edge on the inside in a matter of weeks, and a ride height so aggressive that a speed bump becomes a genuine boss battle requiring a running start and a diagonal approach angle usually reserved for boat launches. Ride quality goes from car to shopping cart with one broken wheel, and the wildest part is none of this makes the car faster. It just makes it worse at literally every single thing a car is supposed to do, in exchange for looking correct in one exact photo, from exactly one angle, at exactly one car meet, before getting driven home at 11 miles per hour to avoid every single crack in the road. Then we got the broccoli head crowd, the guys with very specific swoop haircuts piloting a BMW, Audi, or Infiniti with a fake pop and bang tune blasting out the back like a broken kitchen appliance having a medical event. Zero interest in learning how the car actually works. complete confidence in reciting horsepower numbers they read off a spec sheet 10 minutes ago in the parking lot, phone still in hand. Ask one of the guys what a wheel bearing does and watch the confidence evaporate at will. These guys don't own cars so much as they rent personalities from them, month to month, same as a lease. Now, Jeep Duck people deserve their own category entirely. Somewhere along the line, leaving a small rubber duck on a stranger's Jeep in a parking lot became an entire subculture, complete with merchandise, hashtags, and a level of community pride usually reserved for actual off-road achievement. The bumper is covered in trail stickers from routes that, if we're gonna be completely honest, were completed exclusively on pavement. Full Jeep life gear, front to back, and the closest this Jeep has ever come to real terrain is a gravel driveway during a rainstorm. Then there is the exotic badge crowd, the guys who bought a six-figure luxury SUV specifically because it has an Italian bull or a raging horse stitched into the headrest. Strip away the badge and you're looking at an SUV that gets outdriven at a track day by somebody's wife in a much cheaper German crossover, and somehow that never comes up in conversation. These are people who love the reaction their cars get in a parking lot significantly more than they love the actual act of driving it, which is a strange thing to spend six figures on when a nice watch does the exact same thing for a fraction of the price and doesn't need an oil change. And finally, yes, we are talking about the Tesla parasocial defenders. These are the people who will go to war in the comment section, defending a car they may never personally own, treating any critic of the brand as a personal attack on their entire identity, yet somehow never once show up in person to actual car meet. Pure keyboard warriors, zero parking lot present. If loving a car from behind a screen counted as culture, these guys, well, they would be legends. It does not. So they're just guys yelling at strangers about acceleration numbers. Now, honorable mention has to go to manual transmission gatekeepers, the ones who treat clutch pedals like a personality trait and act like rev matching is some kind of sacred art passed down through the generations. Meanwhile, there's a 19-year-old in Germany daily driving a stick shit hatchback to buy groceries and has never once considered it as an accomplishment worth posting about. Second honorable mention, the Boomer Corvette Polo Club, the guys who show up to every meet in the same uniform, cargo shorts, white sneakers, striped polo, standing in a semicircle around a bone stock car built the same year as the last four that they owned, ready to explain at length why any modifications whatsoever, including a different set of floor mats, ruins the entire car. These are the same men who will spend 40 minutes discussing numbers matching drivetrains and then get genuinely upset when a 19-year-old 2 rows down did something interesting to a Civic. So here's the thing about every single group on this list and what they actually have in common. They're not chasing cars, they're chasing an audience. The donuts, the fake exhaust pop, the camber, the duck, the keyboard war, the polo shirt semicircle, all of it exists because somebody needed a stranger to notice them. And the car just happened to be the cheapest ticket for that attention. Real car people, the ones who actually love the hobby, tend to be embarrassingly quiet about it. They're the ones driving home alone at midnight with the windows down for no reason except that it feels good. No audience required, no hashtag necessary, nobody filming vertical from the sidewalk. Nobody is gatekeeping them because nobody even knows they're out there. If you ever find yourself modifying something specifically because you want a stranger's reaction instead of your own enjoyment, that's usually the exact moment to stop and ask who you're actually building the car for. The answer is supposed to be you. It is always supposed to be you. I'm Brad Danger. This is Ideal. Like, subscribe so we hit 2 mil. Check out some of these Ideal vids over here and promise me one thing. Keep living the Ideal lifestyle.